ex-boyfriend was too pathetic to dump me properly, so I showed him what rejection actually looks like. Ryan had been doing the classic slow fade for 3 months straight. You know the type, canceled dates with last-minute emergencies that somehow always involved his roommate's crisis or his mom needing help moving furniture, one-word text responses that took 6 to 8 hours to arrive despite him posting Instagram stories every 30 minutes, always claiming he was too exhausted to see me, but somehow had unlimited energy reserves for boys' nights at Dave & Buster's and 2-hour gym sessions with his CrossFit buddies. I finally realized what was happening when he started leaving me on red for literal days at a time, then would mysteriously resurface at exactly 11:47 p.m. with the same recycled, "Sorry babe, work's been absolutely insane this week" excuse, like I was supposed to believe his part-time job stocking shelves at Dick's Sporting Goods 15 hours a week was running him more ragged than a Fortune 500 CEO during quarterly earnings season. The man was a complete and utter coward. He wanted me to get frustrated enough to break up with him first so he could play the innocent victim and tell everyone I was too needy or couldn't handle his busy schedule or whatever other gaslighting narrative would make him look like the reasonable one in the situation. But I had a much better plan brewing. Instead of giving him the easy escape route he was desperately fishing for, I decided to become the most aggressively enthusiastic, over-the-top girlfriend this campus had ever witnessed. First, I started showing up to his intramural basketball games with homemade poster boards featuring blown-up pictures of his face surrounded by glittery hearts. I'd cheer his name so loudly that people 3 courts over would turn to stare. His teammates thought it was hilarious. Ryan looked like he wanted to disappear into the gymnasium floor. Then I ramped things up on social media. Every single photo I posted became a couple's post, even if he wasn't in it. Pictures of my coffee? Ryan loves when I bring him lattes. Sunset photos? Can't wait to watch more sunsets with my forever person. The man looked progressively more dead inside with each tagged post, but he was too much of a people pleaser to ask me to stop. I started texting his mom regularly, asking for embarrassing childhood stories and baby pictures for what I enthusiastically called our future wedding slideshow presentation and rehearsal dinner memory montage. His poor sweet mother was absolutely delighted by my interest, actually started sending me entire photo albums and her grandmother's secret family recipes, completely oblivious to the elaborate psychological warfare campaign happening right under her nose. The social media campaign escalated when I began posting about ring shopping and venue hunting. I'd tag him in posts about local wedding venues with captions like, "What do you think about a spring wedding, babe?" and "This place would be perfect for our big day." His friends were absolutely dying laughing every time they saw him, asking when he was planning to propose and why he hadn't mentioned being ready for marriage. But the absolute breaking point, the moment that finally cracked his pathetic resolve, was when I showed up to his dorm room on a random Tuesday night, carrying a massive sheet cake decorated with "Happy 6-month anniversary" in bright pink frosting, complete with our names written in hearts. I knocked on his door, and when he answered, I immediately launched into this elaborate speech in front of all his roommates about how grateful I was for our incredible journey together, and how excited I was to see what the next 6 months would bring for our beautiful relationship. Ryan's face drained of all color. His roommates were barely containing their laughter, phones out, recording the whole spectacle. One of them started a slow clap. The secondhand embarrassment was so thick you could cut it with a knife. That night, around 11 p.m., my phone finally rang. For the first time in months, Ryan actually called instead of hiding behind text messages. He asked if we could meet up and talk, really talk, about where we stood. The next day, he sat me down and gave me the most honest, straightforward breakup conversation of my entire dating history. Full explanations, genuine apologies for his cowardly behavior, proper closure, the complete works. Turns out the most effective way to get an honest breakup from a coward is to make staying together infinitely more embarrassing than leaving.